And there we go. Welcome back to Octopath Traveler. Okay, let me see what I had to do next. Oh right, I just got here. Right. So this is a new character and a new story. It's gonna happen. Hey Grim. Those brigands? I don't know what that word means actually. What villains? I guess like, whatever. What villains would take a defenseless child as a hostage? Hold fast, Philip. I'm coming for you. His name is Alberic, and he is a warrior. Here in Cobblestone, a remote village in the Highlands, he hires out his sword under the assumed name of Berg. Once a great knight, he lost both land and liege, as well as his reason for wielding a sword. Yeah, I thought so, like something like that. Yet one fateful day, bandits, there it is, bandits raid the village he now calls home, stealing off with his protege, the young Philip. Alberic takes sword in hand and sets off after the brigands. He will need worthy allies on the path he has chosen. Yes. Okay, I gotta get rid of one of them. Wait, I cannot get rid of Tessa? Tressa? Not Tessa. Whoops. So I guess the first one you choose is just your protagonist now? Or is it because she's just in front? Maybe at a tavern you can change. Not that I think I want to, because I like Tressa, but... but she has her summon skill that is really, really powerful. Yeah, I think I need him the least. Yes, here at the beginning of the tale. So this is the big gimmick. You have 8 characters and they all have their own story, their own beginning, and you could have chosen every one of them at the beginning. 8 years ago.
Hells! Is he man or beast?
Why not both?
He's but one, yet fights like a score! Gods have mercy. That's the unbending blade of Hornburg! Alberic Eisenberg!
You know my name. And so to business. Who will be the next to die?
It's you who be dying! Look about you! We have the numbers! Enemy reinforcements on the left flank!
Yeah, well, there go your numbers.
To Sir Alberic's side, men! The blackguards have had their way for long enough! Matters not. We're done here. Sound the retreat! Withdraw to the rallying point! Sir Alberic, I feared we would be too late.
Nothing I couldn't handle. Can you hold this position?
You make for His Majesty's camp, sir?
Just so. Our foe attacked from both flanks. We have no orders from the crown. This concerns me.
His Majesty is well guarded, sir.
Sir Erhard is with him. I know this.
There is no stronger knight in the realm, other than yourself, of course, my lord. With Sir Erhard at his side, surely His Majesty is in no danger. Oh, thanks, man!
Perhaps not.
Hey,
Must be certain.
thanks for the bits, dude.
I would know how the battle unfolds. Besides, word from the king always lifts the men's spirits.
As you wish,
Oh, I
sir.
just saw that my The alert that I made for bits didn't show. Huh. I gotta look into that.
Be safe, and may the gods guide your blade.
And yours, Sir Obrick. Oh, thanks, man!
Thanks again, dude.
His Majesty's own guard, slain to the last man.
Whoa.
Who could have done such a thing? Earhart. Where is Earhart?
So, it was you.
Oof.
My liege.
Guess he's a traitor, huh? Fabulous hair, though.
Earhart, what is the meaning of this?
That's pretty cold. He just turns around and fucks him up.
Thanks, man!
What?
Thanks again, dude.
What have you done?
He's not even saying a word.
Have you not eyes? The king is dead by my hand.
True.
Madness. What treachery is this?
What are these noises outside? It's loud as fuck. Why is it starting as I start streaming? What the fuck is that? Wait, give me a sec. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe they're still working on the plumbing. We didn't have water yesterday because of a big leak. And in the toilet there's still no water, so who knows, maybe there's still something wrong.
No madness here. We call it treachery, if you will.
I thought you a friend. A brother. Ah!
You are already dead.
Brothers indeed. How many times did we cross swords like this in the practice yards? And how many times have I told you? I see your every move, your every strike before it falls.
As I see yours.
Ah, but you've not seen everything. I saved one trick for the day I knew would come.
Always the same dream. Ah, Philip. What is it?
Crivens! How did you know it was me, sir?
One must always be on his guard, even when he rests. Yes, a knight... No, I am no knight. Just a man with a sword, and nothing more.
If you say so, sir. But there's lots of men what carry swords that can't do half of what you do. Oh, I almost forgot, sir. The headman's looking for you.
That little boy is
Says he
quite
wants a word.
cliche.
He didn't say about
Was
what.
like the accent and everything.
Tell him I'm on my way.
Yes, sir. I'll go on ahead and let him know, sir. He'll be in the square. You know the one.
The battle system is really good in this. Like, it was strategic and had me make decisions from the get-go, which is
My liege, Lord,
which is not something I can say about like a lot of other games of this type.
blamelessly.
Now I talked over that. Let me read that real quick. Okay.
After a time, I came to this village. Here, I earn my keep as a hired sword, hiding behind another man's name.
But yeah, in a lot of other games of this type, you pretty much just spam A at the beginning because, like, you have one or two things. But in this, there's so many more things you can do.
Teaching young men how to handle a blade. Not a glamorous life, but it puts food on my plate. A man like me knows only the battlefield, worth only as much as the blade at my side and the arm that swings it. When that blade fails to save my sworn liege, what does that make me? For years, I've asked myself that question. No answer still. At least, not one I like. One thing I do know is that I owe this village a debt. A debt I intend to repay. But that's enough brooding for one morning. The headman's waiting.
Berg, sir.
Ho there.
Dawn Patrol, sir. Nothing to report.
I see.
So, not everything is voiced in this. Good to hear it. Two of you today. Usually only one man does the rounds. Aye, sir. Hetman thought it best. There's brigands in the hills of late. Poor merchant gutted for his coin purse just yesterday. Was a grisly sight, sir. These are dangerous times. One can never be too careful. I hear the headman is looking for me.
Just so.
Ah, he mentioned that, sir. He should still be over in the square. Now, if you'll excuse us, sir, morning patrol resume rounds. Okay. Wait, so what is his special stuff that he can do? Actually, no, it's stages that I wanted to look at. Path action. Challenge. Challenge a townsperson to a feat of strength. Cannot be used in certain individuals if your level is too low. Okay. Bolster defense. Boost when defending to protect against the mighty blows of formidable enemies. So I guess he's sort of like the tank type. I mean, it says warrior, but since he has like the defensive thing, like he defends his friends.
Greetings.
With brigands prowling the hills of late, we thought it best to add more patrols. Makes sense. Anyway, let's just go straight to where we're supposed to be. Ah, Berg. There you are. Good morning to you, sir. Morning to you both. Philip said you wanted to speak to me. Yes. I'll get straight to the point. We've had reports of bandits in the hills. I see you've doubled the patrols. Yes. I was also hoping to ask for your aid. With bandits lurking, the villagers daren't venture into the hills. We cannot check the traps, nor collect firewood. It's quite the predicament, to say the least. Leave it to me. Where can I find these thieves? As for the precise location of their den, I fear I cannot say. I sent some of the men out searching, but...
Berg, sir.
In the meantime, could you put the militia through their drills? Our men are keen, but they don't know a pommel from a pike, if you get my meaning.
As you
Consider it done.
Beg
Ah, sir. If it would not be a burden, might my Philip join in the training? If he is willing, so am I. Oh, he's more than willing, sir, I assure you. Been pestering me for weeks to ask you. That's a brave lad. The boy has pluck and ambition, and he could find a worse man to look up to than Burke here. Ever since my husband died in the war, you know. It's just, the boy's getting to that age when he needs a father. Oh no, I did not mean to say... Your boy is already a credit to the village. It would be my honor to train him. You are too kind, sir. It's settled then. Train the lad well, and see that he does his mother proud. I will.
see.
Okay. Do I duel the boy? No. Everyone's starting to look like real knights, and that's heaven's truth. I'm going to be strong like that too someday. Then I can protect Mother and everyone. I think I'm gonna have to duel these guys. Would you do me the honor of sparring with me, sir? Yes. A battle, fair and square. To arms! Always ready to spar, sir.
Let us fight with honor. The battle is truly joyous.
So what are his skills? Attack all foes, not fours, with a sword. That's pretty cool. Like, from the get-go, he has a AoE attack. Increase the user's physical attack strength for 3 turns. You know what? Why not?
Now then, out of my way. The battle is truly joyous. I am obeying his
No, get wrecked.
With each battle, I grow
So to explain the system a little bit, since you haven't seen it, what I did there, when it says break, every enemy... Actually, I'm going to explain it in the next fight, so you can kind of have a visual aid there too. Ah, you got me again. You attack with boldness, but you leave yourself open. What do you mean you attack with boldness? Has he even attacked me once? And so a simple counterblow quickly strikes you down. Actually, yes, he has. Never mind. You must remember, balance in all things. Balance, right. I'll try to remember that, sir. I wonder what the sparring does, like, outside of this quest, though. Because every character has a path action. So, the first character I picked, because I think she's kind of cute, is a merchant, so you can buy things from NPCs. Then, the next one was a dancer. She can allure people, so they follow you around, and then you can summon them into battle. Then the next one had... steal. He's a thief, so you can basically steal items that the merchant could buy, but if you fail, then your reputation in that place goes down, which has not happened to me yet, so I'm not exactly sure what that does. And then the fourth one that I had, so this is the 5th character I'm getting. The 4th one had inquiry, so he can talk to NPCs and really like ask them about their lives and stuff. And they give you like a paragraph of the backstory of these NPCs. Like, they don't really matter much, but you still learn everything about them, which just from a writing standpoint, like that they went through the trouble to tell you just like the basic life story of like almost all of these NPCs, I think is pretty cool. And some of them, when you do that, they give you something, or like they tell you about something that sometimes leads to like a side quest, sometimes it leads to another effect, sometimes it leads to nothing, sometimes you just don't get anything out of it, but sometimes you also learn of the location of a hidden item that is just somewhere around the place. So that's kind of the cool stuff about it. And I guess this guy can spar with people, which I'm not yet sure what exactly that's gonna do later on. Anyway, so the systems. So under the enemy, where it says vulnerable, there are 4 question marks, because I haven't fought this guy yet. And basically what you do is you experiment with different things. So this, like when I go back and forth, I have 2 different weapons on this character. Every character can carry other types of weapons. Some of them can only carry one, like the dancer, for instance. She can only carry a dagger, but some other ones have like 2, maybe even more weapons sometimes. And there's also elemental attacks, so like magic spells and stuff like that. And basically this tells me he is weak to 4 different things. That can be, it can be like spear weapons, it can be sword, or it can be like an element or something like that, or other types of weapons that this character doesn't have. Then next to that it says 1, and that means he has 1 shield point. And every time you use something that the enemy is weak to, it goes down 1 shield point. So I'm assuming this guy is probably going to be weak against sword again. Yes? So it went down to 0 shield points, which is what break does. And then for like around a turn-ish, they are going to be stunned and have no shield. So you do more damage while they are stunned. And so that is one thing that you have to keep in mind. Then of course there's SP, which you use like for your magic and your special techniques. That is one thing. But also on the top right, underneath the character's name, you see the BP, which are like the boost points. And every turn you don't use your boost points, you gain a boost point. And you can use them to boost your abilities, including your base attack. So like if I press R, since I had 2 boost points, I could boost twice. And this lets me attack 3 times in the same turn. And all 3 times the enemy is going to be stunned already and take full damage from all 3 of these strikes. And that kind of adds the strategy. I kind of want to see if he's... Yeah, it would have been weak to that weapon too.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
And that plus the different elements, the different techniques, and you just get so many more and like synergies and stuff. And then of course you can use items as well. That definitely adds to the strategy. And I think that's a pretty cool system. It's no good, sir. We're no match for the likes of you. You are too hesitant. It is important to protect yourself, this is true. But you will never win a fight if you lack the courage to strike. If you say so, sir. And now add that to a party size of 4, plus you can summon NPCs like that you have alert, and apparently the merchant can also like pay actual money to summon some people. You don't have control over them, but they, on top of that, also do some attacks. And yeah, that adds some layers, which I think is pretty cool. That said, if you fought side by side, you might complement each other well.
Indeed.
Was just thinking that myself, sir.
Just so.
Better than the sum of our parts, eh, sir? What do you say, friend? Fight side by side? Two heads are better than one, eh?
What's this?
Something the matter, sir? What? No, sorry. It's a fine idea. Train together, and you will be capable soldiers one day. Sir! The two of us will go on patrol then, by your leave. Yes, good. If you would. Sir, me next, please. You are not ready yet. You need to work on your form. Aww.
Come on!
Do the drills as I showed you, and you'll be sparring soon enough. You have talent, lad.
I do?
Not many boys your age take to the sword so quickly, and I've trained my share. Crivens. Thank you, sir. Or maybe it's Crivens, I don't know. It's a weird word. I guess like crikey. My father, he's, gone, sir. Died in the war. So I've heard. Mother's looking after me ever since. All on her own, sir. But soon I'll be a man grown, and it'll be my turn to take care of her. She is a lucky woman to have a son so brave. So you see why I've got to get stronger, sir. I have to protect Mother and everyone in the village. After all she's done for me, I owe her that much. I too once had someone to protect. Sir? It's nothing, lad. Just old memories. Keep with your training, and you'll be a strong man before long. You go it! I will, sir. Ever get that feeling of deja vu? Mayhap I should take a round of the village. Can I spar with him? Oh my god, yes I can. But what does that actually do?
Fight with honor. The battle is truly The battle is The battle is true.
Also, at the top of the screen, it shows you the order of turns, which in this case doesn't matter because there's two people. But when you have a full party and then you go against multiple enemies, it will matter. That kind of adds to like your decision-making process. A fine fight that was. You have my thanks. So I guess it gives you experience to spar. But if that's it, then I'm not sure if I want this guy in my party. That might not be enough. Brigands, we're under attack. Burke, sir. Brigands from the hills. These dirty peasants don't know their place. We outnumber them, surround them. Stick a blade in their back before the boss finds out. Swineherds slowed us down. Do your worst, you brutes. You'll not be getting past us. Damn it all! These swineherds know how to fight. Sir! Good work, men.
Swear on my
You did well to hold them off. But I'll take over from here. And who in the hells are you supposed to be? He's a bleeding fool if he thinks he can take us all. So he's got a fancy blade, eh? I know your sword, Hedge Knight. I've cut down my share of your betters. Or your betters, whatever. I'm telling ye, this one's trouble. You both have the right of it. I'm but a common Hedge Knight, with no name to speak of. But if you've come looking for trouble, you've found it. Stow it or cut your tongue. Cut out your tongue, whatever. Enough prattle. Let's score him. And this kind of writing is sometimes hard to read for me, like out loud at least.
The battle is truly joined.
Alrighty. Attack all foes with a sword. Actually, I want to do this first. That gets me a boost point too. I might actually just use that skill while boosted.
Victory shall be mine. Victory shall be mine. I will cut you.
Well, that was easy.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
You can handle a blade, eh? But this ain't the end of it. When the boss hears about this, you're a dead man, you hear? We'll see about that, won't we? Help! My boy! Let me go, you ugly... Oh, Burke, sir. They took him from me. My poor Philip. He was trying to protect me, but those animals... Damn it all. Forgive me, sir. There were so many of them and... It doesn't matter now. We have to save the lad. We know where they are now, holed up in a cave, deep in the mountains. Then let's go. Gods only know what they'll do to him. Wait. But sir, we have to do something. They might kill the boy. If you leave now, you will protect the... Who will protect the village when the thieves return? No. You would be playing right into their hands. God's a mercy. Is there nothing we can do, sir? I'll go after the boy. Alone? But sir, even you... You stay and guard the village. At least until you're sure you're not coming back. They're not coming back, whatever. Chief?
I wonder... Forgive me.
You are the boys... our only hope. Can you do this, Berg? Consider it done. Please, sir, bring him back safe. You have my
Swear
word.
on my blade.
And so I must go and save the boy from those ruffians. What's that you say? You wish to lend me your aid? You seem like you could hold your own on the battlefield. It would be my honor to call you a comrade. Philip has been taken to the brigands' den north of the village. We must make haste. So he joined the party. Actually, what else do I have here? Actually, max SP might not be bad for him. And also, I don't have that much of a choice. I wonder, do I have better stuff otherwise? Sort of. Yes. Sure. I gotta sell first. I kinda like the stinging dagger though, because it can poison. But whatever. Just sell it. I still keep one because that's on the thief. Well, it's worth for one, definitely. Does he not have elemental defense? Or is it just not making a difference? Welcome back, Rim. Oh, actually, I'm stupid. I should have just bought this one. Whoops. Yeah. Whoops. He does have elemental defense. It just didn't make a difference. I'll buy it. Never mind, I'll buy one because I can't afford only one. Oops. He needs it the most. What can I sell? Not enough to buy another one. Okay, I should be good though. Anyway. Oh, actually, where's the tavern? Because I want to see if... There it is. If I could technically have Tressa leave the party. I guess here a tale is like if you have multiple quests going on. Change party. Your protagonist cannot be removed from the party. Okay. I mean, I'm kind of okay with it because I like her. But, yeah. I think I would have still liked to have the choice. The brigands are holed up in yonder cave. It's surely most dangerous, sir. Best prepare well before setting out. I think I am prepared.
May I have this dance?
The battle is truly joined.
Actually, since they're all vulnerable.
I will cut you down!
What to do? I am ready.
Yeah, also, another added thing. You can see the name of these whenever you target them. And the color of the name lets you know vaguely how much HP they have left. So if it goes green, it means they are hurt, but they still need a few more attacks. And then it goes like more into the red, and the more red it is, the closer to death they are, obviously.
I am ready. The show is
And the dancer's backstory. So her like first chapter that you play alone, like with just her, was dark as fuck. And is probably the main reason why this game got a mature rating in Australia. And like a teen rating in the US, I think. And over here, like, I think it's 12 over here, which is slightly surprising. I would have thought that maybe it would be a little bit more. But we're not as strict anymore as we used to be, so I guess that's why.
Here we go.
my turn now.
Well, that was a mistake, dude.
Is truly joined.
Oh, he's not weak to that.
Here I go. I am ready.
Not weak to that either.
Bring it on.
Never mind. Maybe gaining strength. Technically, I could have killed him at this point. Like, I could just do this. And if I do that with all characters, even if he's not weak to whatever they are holding, that should be enough.
Victory! My blade is unbending!
Alright.
Out of my way!
Also, I could have used the spear on him. I don't know why I didn't.
Time to close up shop. May I have this dance? Let's do this. I am ready.
Victory shall be mine!
All right.
Here I go. I am ready.
All right. Ha, try again.
Also, this dude, he has like so he's an apothecary, so he can mix different items you have to have like different effects, and you kind of have to experiment to find out what which mixture does, which I think is pretty cool. And he also knows first aid, so you can heal. Look who's come. Have you lost something, Hedge Knight? Move aside before I cut you in two. You have courage, I'll give you that. Just who are you anyway? Never seen no Hedge Knight swing a blade the way ye do. Then you'll step aside if you know what's good for you. You're in our land now, Hedge Knight. We give the orders here. You have skill, but you're a man like any other, and you'll bleed as red. Get him!
I will not fail.
Bring it on.
Let's hope he's weak to that. Nope.
I am ready. What to do?
He is weak to that, that's good.
The battle is truly joy.
Let's do this.
Out of my way. The battle is truly joy. Out of my way.
I am ready.
Actually, he's almost dead.
Time to close up shop.
Be strong, lad. I'm coming for you. Why was that only 3? There were more in the actual cutscene.
You won't feel a thing.
What to do?
All right.
I am ready.
Ah, he's weak to that. Good.
Victory shall be mine.
Nice.
Here I go. I am ready.
Now then. Out of my way. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Also, whenever I'm running, the minimap goes red. I'm assuming, I don't know if this is true, but I'm assuming that means running heightens the chance of
They are.
triggering random encounters.
I am ready.
The battle is truly joy. Out of my way.
Here I go.
All right.
I never didn't update it, but then, like, I put it in there when I started. What does it say? Also, hey, Raven. Like, this is the first one I'm playing today.
I am ready.
So that's a bug with OBS then, if it says the wrong game. Well, that sucks.
Let's do this.
Thanks for letting me know. So I guess from now on I'll have to like double check on the website. Already ahead of you, but thanks. Whatever.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Alrighty, dude. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
May I have this dance? I am
Well,
ready.
thanks for stopping by.
Here goes nothing.
And good night. Have at you.
My turn now.
Oh, thanks, man.
What to do?
Thanks, dude.
I am ready.
Bring it on. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I forgot to learn a new skill on the new guy. Okay, Spearhead. Attack a single foe with a polearm and act earlier on your next turn. Interesting. Insight. Become more readily targeted by foes for 3 turns. Okay, so he is a tank. That's not bad. Because I could use that like on him and then have a healer freed up. Use your sword attack on a single foe. Increase the user's physical defense for 3 turns. That's a good combo with Insight. Or Insight. Attack random foes with a polearm 5 to 10 times. You know what? That's not bad either. It costs a lot of SP though. But I kind of want to do that for now. Nobody else is ready, right? No. He's close. Copper lantern. But I'm holding a lantern. Oh, fetches a modest price if sold. So it has no effect.
May I have this dance? I am ready.
I thought maybe they were weak to spears as well.
What to do?
Not spears.
Here goes nothing.
Daggers.
Now then.
Here we go.
I am ready. What to do?
How about you?
I am ready. Watch me run! What?
Bring it on. Let's get depth. That's what I'm talking about.
Nope. I'm barely using the items I have in the first place. I guess the game is getting a little bit easy.
It's a good day for battle.
What to do?
I think I would say that.
I am ready.
Here we go.
Victory shall be mine.
Here we go.
I am ready.
Let's do this.
What to do?
Victory shall be mine. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Wait, those. Those were 3 attacks,
I
though.
am ready.
Those were only 3 attacks, though.
Let's do this.
I'm slightly disappointed.
Here we go.
Have at you.
Wait. Attack random foes with a polearm 5 to 10 times. But he attacked 3 times.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
I mean, that one
I am
looked
ready.
more like it.
All right.
What to do? Time to close up shop.
Boy,
Do tell me about this friend of yours. Knows how to fight, does he? He sure does.
Right.
He's stronger than all of you put together. You won't stand a chance. It's not a joke. Stop laughing. You hear that, mates?
Bloody hell.
There's the Hedge Knights, the strongest blade in the realm. If he thinks he can best all of us, he's more madman than knight. This ain't a fairy tale, boy. Real knights don't piddle away their days in the company of swiners. If he's a knight from the stories, a damsel in distress might serve as better bait. Reckon we should go back for the mum? Stop it.
Come on.
You won't be laughing when Sir Berg is through with you. Sir Berg! Now there's a frightening name. Look, my arm's all trembling. Shut up, all of you. Boss? Reckon the boys got more courage than the lot of you. And more wits to boot. So less yammering and more sharpening your stabbers. Boss,
But
ain't no way the Hedge Knight will follow us here. Unless he's mad and all. Aye.
that's right.
It ain't like it's his own son or nothing. Why should he care? Why am I like misreading everything? Why indeed. Things could get interesting though, if he does show. Always had a soft spot for men with more courage than sense. Heh.
yeah.
Like the boy here. What do you say, laddie? Care to join our little family? We're always looking for men with pluck. I'll never join you. I'm going to be a brave warrior, like Sir Burke. You hear that, man? The boy says he's too good for banditry. Think you're the only one who feels that way, boy. Let me tell you something. What is it, boss?
Sir!
Sorry I'm late, lad. Got held up along the way.
Hi, look. It's the mighty Sir Berg in the flesh.
That almost sounded like Junkrat for a second.
He is mad. And how'd he get in here anyway? Where are the lookouts?
Bleeding in the dirt, last I saw.
Okay.
Sir!
Stay back!
Did he just... He parried the
no.
boss's blow? Hang me, but I ain't never seen no one do that before.
You're quick, all right. And strong. Clearly, no common hedge knight, are you?
Just as you are no common brigand. Blade.
Like it, do you? It just so happens to be a present.
Oh no.
Old friend.
Earhart?
What a twist.
Oh, you know the man, do you now?
So it is his blade. As if I needed another reason to cut
For a
it
second
down.
I thought he was Earhart and just like changed his looks when he became a bandit or some shit.
How do you know Earhart?
And maybe he still is.
Speak, or I'll slice
He might
your
still be.
throat.
You've got a score to settle. Is that it? I can see it in your eyes. They blazed like fire when you said his name. Look, I don't know what passed between you and Earhart. But if you're looking to ask questions of me, my good sir, you'll have to earn the right!
Oh, he mad.
I will not
Ooh, look at that artwork. It's so good.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's summon.
Bring it on! Cool off!
No,
Oh, he's out of SP. Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Actually, he's still strong though.
Here I go! I am ready.
how about you? Out of my way!
Donate PP. Now I'm gonna use an SP item on him.
Let me help.
Bring it on! That'll do her.
I will cut you down!
Okay, so they are weak to swords.
I am ready.
Let's do this.
I wonder if they're also weak to this. Nope.
Here we go.
Ooh. I still want to summon though.
Now then,
Here I go. Won't hold back.
He gets.
No, wait. There.
Try this.
I am ready.
Dance had no effect. What?
Here we go. Alrighty.
Here I go.
now then.
Oh, his name was already red, and those two attacks did not. Oh my god, 3 attacks did not kill him.
Here I go.
Okay.
Bring it on. All right. All right.
I am ready. Here I am.
My turn now.
Victory shall be mine.
Bring it on. That'll do her.
What to do?
I am ready.
Victory shall be mine.
I am ready.
Here goes nothing.
Well,
Victory shall be mine.
Bring it on.
I am ready.
there we go.
Have at you. I obey his death by 1,000 cuts.
ready.
Might as well.
Here we go. That'll do her.
What to do?
I am ready.
Bring it on. Alrighty.
Victory shall be mine. Out of my way.
Here I go.
I am ready.
Now then.
All right.
I am ready.
Here we go.
Dude, he's gotta be almost dead.
Is unfair.
There we go.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Hand axe. I think I have a hand axe already. I yield. Now I will have my answers. How do you know Erhard? Or Erhard? We fought alongside each other as all. Served together in a band of mercenaries. He was already an old hand when I signed up. Helped me out, showed me the ropes. A sellsword. And where is he now? Damned if I know. When our group disbanded, we went our separate ways. After that, I drifted from one town to the next, tried one trade, then another. But swinging a blade, blade's the only thing that's ever come natural to me. So here I am. Times are lean, and a man's gotta make a living. Anyone could use a sword arm like yours. You could protect the people instead of stealing from them. I could. But honest work takes more wits than the gods saw fit to bless me with. Never meant to do anyone no harm, but life doesn't always give us a choice in the matter, does it? Choice or no, you must answer for your crimes. I know the score, but I've got my men to think about too. What are you saying, boss? Easy now, man. The Hedge Knight has the right of it. I've got more than enough blood on my hands. Live by the sword and... well, you know how it goes. A man has to own up to what he's done. Enough blood has been spilled here today. Surrender and I will see that you and your men are not harmed. You do me a kindness, Hedge Knight, and so I'll do you one in return. I told you I didn't know where Erhard is, and I don't. But I know someone who might. Gustav's his name, Sir Gustav. Some call him the Black Knight or some other fussed up nonsense. Erhard taught us both how to use the sword back in the mercenary band. You should find him in Victor's Hollow. And this man would tell me where Erhard is? He might, then again, he might not. Still, if you want to find him that much, I reckon it's worth trying. I saw your eyes, Hedge Knight. They were dead like a fish. But the moment you saw my blade, they came to life. Dead. Have I truly been... But what does a common thief know of men's souls? Berg, thank the gods you're safe. The villagers are as well, sir. Round up the thieves and lock them in the village gaol. Berg, I could swear I've heard that before. Gods be good. Eisenberg. Should have known it. The way your eyes lit up at the mention of Earhart's name. Aye, you're no hedge knight. You're Sir Ulrich Eisenberg, the unbending blade. The unbending blade? They said he was slain when Hornburg fell. I heard he lived, but Scars believed it until today. Is it true, sir? Are you a real knight? Long ago, lad. Long ago. Let's be on our way. We've kept your mother waiting long enough. You got it! Fucking Tracer. Yes, sir. Sometime later. This village has been good to me, but it's time to move on. I shall find Earhart, so that I might find the reason I wield this blade. To find a man named Gustav, and God's willing, Earhart himself. Victor's Hollow, the man said. That's where I must go. I had stopped believing that I would one day don these clothes again. The journey will be a long one, and I've no more reason to tarry. That might not be bad. Let's see. Yes, it is. No, actually, it's worse. It's only better for speed. Never mind. A dedicated youth committed to defending Cobblestone. He aspires to one day lead his fellow watchmen and live out his days ensuring the security and well-being of hearth and home. More plentiful provisions. Okay. Townsmith and armorer have new wares. I don't have that much money though, so I don't even know if that really helps me much. The wool of the sheep raised in these windswept lands can command a high price at market. Nevertheless, this man is content to charge a modest amount and pass his days in peace and quiet.
Well met.
Describe the item we found. There it is.
So you truly mean to leave us?
You have shown me nothing but kindness. I am forever in your debt.
Oh, it is we who owe you, friend.
Were the choice mine to make, you would stay with us forever. But it is your life to live. We will never forget all you've done for us, sir.
The next time any dirty brigands come after us, we'll give them a good kicking in your name.
We're no knights, sir, but you've taught us well. We can protect our home, or at least.
Glad to hear it.
I'm sorry, sir. Philip, he wouldn't come. Didn't want you to see him crying, most like.
I understand. Tell the boy I'm counting on him to grow strong, and to look after his dear mother.
Thank you, sir. I will.
When you've done whatever it is you must do, pray, come back and visit us. No matter how far your journey takes you, you'll always have a home here.
Thank you. And with that, I had best...
Ooh. Ambush.
It's all right. It was a good blow, lad. Getting strong.
I'm going to keep training while you're away. Then, when you come back, I'll be even stronger. And then maybe I could...
Aye, lad.
I'll get stronger too. And we'll see each other again. You have my word.
You better not forget! A knight always keeps his word!
And thus Oberic the knight set out on a new journey. He would find his former comrade, Erhard, and ask him why he did what he did, and mayhap he would discover that which he had lost. The reason why he wields this blade. What fate awaits him, only time can answer that. Oops. Okay. We need 3 more. There's still this that I don't know what that does. Maybe I should have just stayed at an inn. Okay, actually, where do we go now? I guess all 3 of the other characters are... They're kind of on the way. I mean, sort of, depending on like where I wanted to go, but like the bulk of things to do would be up here. Albric's next thing. Primrose's next thing. Actually, I should fast travel. I hate flies so much. Why can't he seem to understand? The same stubborn fool has proposed to me 10 times over, you see. Every time I turn him down, and every time he runs home crying all the way. What woman in her right mind would want to marry such a spineless and fragile man? Not me, that's for sure. Wow. Well, he cares. That might be worth, I don't know. Known for her beauty, this woman is the object of affection for many. Men come to Rippletide from far and wide, seeking her hand, though her scathing words chase them all away. Let's challenge her! And then she's gonna fall for me because she likes strong. You want to fight me? Sure, I like my men nice and strong, see? Oh, it's always one-on-one. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Have at you. Now then. Victory. Victory. My blade is unbending.
Oh, she can take a beating. Giggity.
The battle is truly joined. Victory shall.
Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. I might lose this. Ah, never mind. You woke up.
Truly joined. My blade is unbending. The thrill of the fight.
A fine fight that was. You have my thanks. And now she's there. Okay. Who are you? A merchant of unknown origins, involved in a mysterious trade. The goods he sells and how he obtains them are also a secret. Okay. So is Ulrich? No, he gets healed after a spar.
It's a good day for battle. The battle is have at you. Victory. The battle I am made. Have at you. Have at you.
Actually, he's not vulnerable to that. Damn it. It would have been good if he was.
The battle is truly joined. No. My blade is up. The thrill of the fight.
I'm not sure if I think Ulbrich. I mean, I'm not even sure how much I like the Thief. I mean, the Thief is kind of good for just being able to steal items that I could otherwise purchase. For that alone, he's kind of worth. But after that, I'm not sure. So I have a feeling that I will take one of the other three with me in their stead. Who's the man who like runs home crime? You know, I have this friend. His name is Lemon. Lemon? I don't know. Leman? He's always wanted to be an adventurer. But between the two of us, he can't even tie his shoelaces without someone's help. Yeah. I guess he doesn't heal after. I guess that was because I leveled up or something. Also skills. I think you can learn something new. Yes. And act earlier on your next turn. How much earlier? Unleash your sword attack on a single foe. The equipment... No. Not equipment. The equipping character will absorb single targeted damage for allies who are near death. Damn it, that's kind of why I mean, okay, they have to be near death. But okay, so he's very much a tank. I mean, that's not bad. It's kind of cool to have that. Especially combined with healers, but I don't know. My son's of a fine age to settle down and get married, but he hasn't had much luck with love. I know he has his heart set on a certain lady, but she has refused him again and again. I am embarrassed to be his mother. When I find him, I'll have some words with him, alright? Tony's mother, a strong and robust woman who worries about her son, who was raised to be as spineless as his own father. Oh. There it is.
Greetings.
So where's Tony? I'm kind of not reading everything now. I'm a fruit connoisseur myself. I love that sweet and sour taste. A young man who resides in Rippletide with his grandmother. Though he lacks her prowess in trade, he still has an ability of his own, getting others to open their hearts to him. Why is this, like, why is he blocking the door? Do I have to buy all of his shit? An elderly woman who has acquired a deep knowledge of the world's languages and cultures through her travels. No longer fit for such adventures, she lives to impart her knowledge to others. A young boy who lives in Rippletide, often left to his own devices by his busy parents, he spends much of his time with his elderly neighbor, listening to stories of faraway lands. Where's Tony? Who's Tony? Are you Tony? No. How's business? A merchant hailing from the Highlands, who carries only the best and most distinguishing liquors. The tavern in Sunshade is one of his most loyal clients. He knows everything but the taste of his merchandise, as he doesn't drink any himself. That's interesting. Ah, that's Tony. No! I will not give up. I will not. I must not. I'm the only one who can make you truly happy, Matilda. You may not know it, but I do. No matter how difficult it may seem, I will never give up on you and me. I'm so bad at reading this. What does he sell? I kind of want to see. A heavy bow. I can't afford it though. An unreliable young man living in Rippletide. His frail exterior belies a resolute heart, which cannot be easily shaken. But what do I do? So that I can do, but does that... So I can like move around as somebody else, but that doesn't change who the protagonist is. That's kind of stupid. Yeah, no. Why can I not challenge him though? Articulate stone. The caravan there is headed south, from what I hear. I've heard there's a village far to the south where you can get the best Quatray flowers? Whatever that means. This merchant of Riptide was once a seaman, but was forced to give up the life due to incurable seasickness. Now he operates a business in his hometown, down to earth and easygoing. He enjoys hearing tales of travel and adventure, and can often be found chatting with sailors and caravan traders. Fight me. Actually, I'm not one for physical activity. He does it anyway, though.
Let us fight with honor. The battle is true.
He does just as much damage as everybody else, though.
Have at you. The battle is the battle. I am ready. Out of my way. Victory. Have at you. With each battle, I grow stronger.
My name is Leman. Leman? Whatever. Adventurer extraordinaire. Perhaps you've heard of me. Or maybe it is Leman. No, that would be written differently. Spelled differently. No, a shame. A shame that. Anyhow, I'm just about to set out on the journey of a lifetime. Hark, can you hear it? That's the sound of the great unknown calling out to me. And yet, can you believe it? I seem to be completely unequipped for my adventure. My young friend, could you help a great adventurer prepare for the journey of a lifetime? I don't know. Introduction to adventuring. So maybe I just buy everything and then he can afford it? My name is Leman, the Great Adventurer. It may not look like it, but I'm in need of some help. Of course, your kindness will not go unrewarded. Anyone who comes to my aid will become a memorable sidekick in the epic tale of Leman. I should see what my stuff sells for and then see how much he asks for it. This was an item shop. So old coin 1.5. The lantern was definitely more important, more expensive than that. Old coin 1.5. I'm just gonna remember that. That was the most expensive thing I had. Prevents silence. Ah. Yeah, that's like almost double. I don't know how I'm supposed to help him. I could buy him some weapons, but should I? He's also pretty weak. Hey, I see. You wish to test your strength against me.
Let us fight with honor. Have at you.
Well, he's not vulnerable to that.
No,
And he is vulnerable to that.
have at you. Out of my way. The battle I am ready.
Well, that was easy.
The thrill of the fight.
How long are they unconscious for?
Hello there.
Not for sale. The widow of a fisherman in Rippletide. Since her husband's passing several years ago, she has relied solely on her own fishing skills to make a living. She keeps her late husband's harpoon as a memento, unable to bring herself to throw it away. Discount at the end. Okay. I guess I could steal it, technically. Adventurer's attire. I've assembled quite a spectacular set of goods, if I do say so myself. Oh, it almost looks like you're getting ready to set out on an adventure. Sort of. The right person to go to when starting something new. This antique dealer specializes in creating sets and assembles everything from equipment packs for soldiers, lab materials for researchers, and lumber for carpenters. There we go. That's how that works. Can I still give it to the guy even though he's unconscious? Nope. Oh, that's a problem. She's also still unconscious. I should also sleep at the inn because why not? I mean, these are just side missions. It doesn't matter that much, but I don't know. But I guess for now I will just move on. I mean, I fast traveled here just to speed things up, and then I got distracted. Because that's just kind of what happens with games like this. Ooh. I think these changed.
I am ready.
No.
The battle is truly joined.
Here goes nothing.
Oh.
My turn now.
I am ready.
Here I go.
No.
Here goes nothing.
My turn now.
I am ready.
the fuck? Okay, sure.
The show is over.
That was quite the dance. I debuffed myself. How do you... Can you not... Like, that's gotta be for something, right?
Ready or not, here I come.
All right.
I am ready.
Ah! Here I go. Ah!
The battle is truly joined. I will cut you down!
Here we go.
I am ready.
Here I go. Ah!
Okay, it was weak to that too. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. No, no, it doesn't matter anymore.
My turn now. I won't hold back.
I am ready. The show is over.
I almost have enough for a new skill on Tressa. I guess there's nothing in there. It looked so much like there would be something in there though.
Let us fight with honor.
My turn now.
I am ready.
Now then.
Oof.
All right.
I am ready.
Victory shall be mine.
What to do?
Here goes nothing. Ha! Try again.
Deal with wind damage to all foes. I do like stuff that goes against all foes. But I also heard that hired help is pretty fucking powerful. Maybe even OP. Now with that in mind, well, there's two things to this. First, it does cost money. So I'm not sure how much I would actually use it. Especially if it's not as OP as some other people like made it out to be. But if it is super OP, it might also kind of lead me down like a path, because I'm like, it's already not that hard at the moment, the game. Like, I wish it was just a little bit more difficult, so it would force me to strategize a little bit more. And this would make it even more, like, even easier. But then also would mean that I would probably be spending money all the time, which then means I work less on buying equipment for other strategies, I guess. Which then means I rely more on this, and it's kind of just, yeah, let's just go with this for now at least. You can learn something new. That's not bad. I do like poison. And if I boost there, it's probably more than 2 turns. But I also like this, so... When the user is not near death, all attacks that would reduce the user's HP below 0 will instead leave the user with 1 HP. Okay, so if I get fucked, but I wasn't just reckless, then it doesn't kill me. It's not bad. Increases maximum HP by 500. Wow. Let's put that there just because OCD. Man. But where do I want to go? I think going there is probably right, but what if I go... Because this now seems like this might be the actual path. But I wonder what would have happened if I took that other path just up. Or just north, I guess.
Now then, I will cut you down.
I am ready.
Here we go.
I am ready.
Let's do this.
All right.
The battle is truly joined. Now then, I will cut you down.
Such a waste what I'm doing here.
I am ready.
I could have just boosted there. Yeah, why am I not just boosting? There we go.
Ha, try again.
When does Oberic learn the next thing? 500. Close to breaking that. I guess this is where you get to that chest. Never mind then. And I'm just gonna follow this path because why not? Since I'm here anyway.
Here I come.
I am ready.
What to do?
All
I'm
right.
surprised.
Cool off.
Have at you.
That skill really might not be worth it.
I am ready.
My turn now.
Here goes nothing.
Have at you.
Ah, fuck.
I am ready. The show is over.
This looks nice.
Want a tangle, huh?
I am ready.
Victory shall be mine.
Here goes nothing.
My turn now.
I am ready.
All right.
My turn now.
Have at you. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Fortifying nut. I could just use... I found 420. I could just use the nuts, like the stat boosting nuts, all on Tressa, since I could never get rid of her anyway.
Here goes nothing.
So I know she's gonna be a constant. I mean, I was pretty sure she was gonna be anyway, just because I like her. But now it's completely settled because, well, the game wouldn't even let me choose
My turn now.
a different one as a protagonist. I'm not sure if I agree with that choice, that like design choice.
My way.
Oh, that frog is like weak to nothing.
What to do? The winds of fortune are howling.
Huh.
Here goes nothing. This calls for search.
I am ready.
What's the big idea?
I am ready.
What to do?
Bring it on.
Victory shall be mine.
Here goes nothing. Ha! Try again. You won't feel a thing. Here we go. How do you like this?
I am ready.
That didn't do as much as I hoped.
Here I am.
Here I go. The winds of fortune are howling.
Now then, I will cut you down.
Let's do this.
Oh, it is weak to that though. Okay, good to know.
All right.
Victory shall be mine.
I am ready. The show is over.
North Atlasdom Flats to Flamesgrace. Atlasdom? Does it say? That's Flame's Grace. Oh wait, this is another one. Yeah, so I guess Atlastem is where I go now. Okay, I'll do his intro and then see if I want to move on to the next game.
Open for business.
But then we're probably nearing,
Here goes nothing.
like, I don't know, 3 hours.
Cool off.
Which I think is a good cutoff point.
That's the big idea.
Especially at the beginning when like not that much is really happening, where you're like at the edge of your seat and like, oh, what's gonna happen next?
Out of my way!
Oh no!
Shucks.
A boost might have been a waste. Might have been wasted on that one. I don't know.
Shucks.
They're about to die, but I'm kind of too lazy to heal them. There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Think somebody can learn a new skill. Yes. Wow. Sounds like something I'm probably not going to use much. Recover a certain amount of SP each turn. Sure. This is Adlerston, the largest city in all of the Flatlands. It's a city of learning, where many scholars come to for the purpose of study and research. Okay, cool. I mean, it's cheap. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with that, but we'll see. Inquire. New weapons, that's cool. In charge of defending the castle town, this mercenary turned guard keeps a vigilant eye on those coming in and out of the gates. Once he spots a suspicious figure, he uses whatever means necessary to apprehend them. So why are we not suspicious? Like, if you look at this, like, we're a big group. I mean, I guess like, Tressa looks normal enough, like she's a merchant, sure. But we also have Ulrich with us. And then we have a sexy dancer with us, which is like, what? I don't know. I would say that we're at least suspicious. Ingredients used in a dish for the king. I guess I'm gonna need that later. Well, what do you think? I can vouch for its quality. I should have maybe talked to him first. You see that library near the palace? It's filled with all sorts of historical books. Libraries aren't for me. My cows are my priority. A thoughtful rancher who delivers the fresh milk from his cows to his parents every morning. His parents worry for his future, though, as he dedicates his entire life to work alone. Safe, because why not? Ooh, exactly 10. It's good timing. So I'm 10 hours in. I plan on studying hard and becoming a scholar. Hey, look at this. I found this huge egg just lying around. Isn't it amazing? Egg? I guess it's awesome. Hey, so what are you planning to do with that egg? You're gonna eat it? How's the taste? Yeah, I guess let's inquire. Brimming with curiosity, this young boy will go to whatever lengths necessary to state an interest. Even if it puts him in danger. Though his reckless tendencies worry those around him. The oftentimes rare and valuable items he brings back from his adventures have earned him the esteem of his friends. Maybe I should talk to people before I buy, because yeah, there might always be smarter bartering in there. The childhood friend of the reckless boy by her side, being the older by 2 years, she was entrusted with watching over him. Despite his endless curiosity, oftentimes putting them both in danger, she takes her role seriously and is prepared to face whatever challenges come her way. Man, just how much they wrote for this is fascinating to me. Like, 8 individual character stories, which may or may not culminate in something together. That's kind of what... Well, I saw a review where somebody expressed disappointment in that, but that would have been what I kind of would have expected. So maybe it's like somewhere in between. Maybe it slightly culminates, but not that much. But yeah, 8 individual stories, and then like with all of these NPCs and all of these side quests that also kind of have something to do with story. Just so much in there. It's amazing. I don't think I need any of this. I could have stolen it, but...
Hello there.
The royal palace is just a ways north from here. After the great pestilence in the Riverlands, this apothecary decided to dedicate himself to disease prevention and swift treatment. He now works together with the Royal Academy in Atlasdam to create both medicine and new forms of treatment. Guide with ease? I don't know what that means. I want to challenge him. Wait a moment. Can't we talk about this first?
It's a good day for battle. Victory shall be. The battle is true. Have at you.
Oof.
The thrill of the fight.
There's nothing better than seafood to go with a good drink. Even them brainy scholars will agree with me. Every morning, this fisherman hauls his catch to the castle town of Atlasdam. He takes the leftovers to the tavern to have it cooked and enjoys the fruits of his labor alongside a few drinks. I like how I'm buying these things that I don't even know what I need them for. Or like why I need them. Like a dish for the king, okay. Hey, I never expected it to fetch such a handsome sum. Always looking for a bargain. That's kind of an oxymoron. It doesn't work together. Yes, a fight is the perfect thing to shake off the cobwebs from last night's revelry.
Let us fight with honor. Now then.
What is going on with this sprite? Is it like wind in his hair or what the fuck is happening? Yeah, there I guess like the camera movements and the bad filtering on the sprites kind of shows, especially when the sprite is already animated. I don't know. Ooh. He hurts.
Out of my way! Cursed witchery! Out of my way! Now then! Victory! I am ready! Now then! Damn! Out of my way! Damn! I am ready! Out of my way! Damn!
Oh my god, he's like not even close to dead. I'm dead. Wow, okay. I mean I could have used healing items, but regrettable outcome. Interesting. Now I can't challenge people anymore, huh? An old mercenary who spends most of his day in the tavern. He claims the liquor calms his nerves. So when summoned by his employer, he reports for duty with staggering steps. Oh.
Hello.
Oh, I see you're taking an interest in me axe. You're not like most of the scrawny weaklings around here. No. I think I have a better one already. Well met, traveler. Oh, that's the tavern keeper. Oops. Restore reputation? No. I thought maybe because I lost the challenge. Hear a tale. This character is not in your party, or you have not completed a previous chapter of the tale. So maybe the tale just tells me like what story missions I can do there. Oh, I don't know. Nourishing nuts. Nourish me, daddy. Oh god. Okay, inventory. But these might also be really good. Again, no, I think I'm still gonna keep them. Until I have all of the characters and then make informed decisions. Yeah. Where's the inn? There it is. Oh, now I can challenge again. Maybe because I rested. Development. It's not much better. Actually, the elemental attack. Sure. No, actually, let's just buy one for now. Because I'm not sure if I want to keep Olberic. Just buy one for now. No, wait, the shield is not too great. I don't... Sell. Yeah, no, I'm gonna keep it this way. For now, at least.
Hello?
Just south of here lies the castle town. It's a lively place. Once in charge of protecting the king, this guard suffered a serious leg injury and was since transferred to a calmer post inside the ground. Though the injuries healed long ago, he hasn't mentioned it to anyone and enjoys the serenity of his new post. Oh. See, like, that is, like, such a charming little thing. Little story thing that it matters none. But it's just a little bit extra. Like, I think that's awesome. Some awesome bit of, like, world building. I don't think this one is going to be worth it.
Listen.
A priceless book was stolen from the archives many years ago. Ever since then, they've kept this place tightly guarded. I cannot inquire. Why not? Soulstone. I do like these soulstones, so let's just purchase them. I could challenge him. Oh, he's strong though. Maybe not. There's a dungeon down there. Interesting. This is the Royal Academy. Atlasdam's pride and joy. All are welcome to engage in the pursuit of knowledge here. Born and raised in Atlasdam, this old widow now visits this place every day in memory of her late husband. Even after she passes, she wishes to be by her husband's side, just like the relief of the king and queen in the Academy's library. Okay. Relief. Whatever. Definitely this one. Wow, she's strong for an elderly woman. Is this some attempt to win my heart? Well, you're rather coldly, young man. What the fuck? Let us fight with honor.
Now then. Victory shall be mine.
Ooh. Holy shit. Okay.
Have at you. Victory shall be mine. Victory shall be mine. The battle is truly joined. Death by 1,000 cuts. Have at you.
Rip.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Yeah. But it's so weird that you just like leave them there. Do I want to be in here? Nice clothes. Nice hair. Man, for how simple like this art style is and just how pixelated they are, like how low resolution the sprites are is basically what I'm saying. For that, there's a lot of charm in these character designs. And some of them are pretty fucking cute. What can I say? Well, I think they're all charming. Like every single one so far, I think, had some level of charm to them. It's quite amazing. How do you get down there? Oh, whoops. Should I go up here first? The palace gate lies just to the north. To the east, you find the Royal Academy, where the realm's most promising thinkers receive their education. No item or individual that passes through the palace gates escapes his guard's notice. Rumor has it, however, that his dedication is not rooted in any sort of loyalty, but is rather born of the desire to perpetuate and protect his own unscrupulous business of selling trinkets to collectors of royal mementos. Okay. But why did I learn that by, like, inquiring him? I don't know. That's a bit weird. Small cup. Actually, the coin gives me more when sold. Not much. You're a rather cute little merchant. I agree. Tressa's waifu. This is the Royal Palace of Atlastan. Leave the palace, then head east, and you'll find the Royal Academy. The library lies to the west. The eldest son in a family that has served the king for generations. He takes pride in his job as a guard, and will risk his life to protect the king and his palace. This loyalty has earned him the king's utmost trust. Nah. I'm stealing your shit. Your royal shit. What do you want? I don't have anything here for you. Honestly, I don't. A young boy who sneaks into the palace to steal valuables. He sells the spoils to provide a life for himself and has yet to be caught. In actuality, the queen has already noticed, but has turned a blind eye to his actions. Elusive shield. Occasionally blinds target. I wonder if this is a good one. Probably not, but it's worth a try, right? Oh, it is good. Oh, it is pretty good. Ooh, nice. Buckler. Oh, that's just bad. That's a bad one. Pretty sure the kite shield is better too. Yep. Can you look at the map? Is that the same map that I have? Sort of. His Majesty possesses a unique understanding of scholarly pursuits. He founded the Royal Library and Academy, where nobles and commoners alike can learn freely. The son of a prominent family in Atlaston, and one of the guards responsible for protecting the throne room. Rather than earning his post, however, it was granted to him as he has no merits of his own. Okay. What? Trading is prohibited in this occasion, but I can make an exception just this once. Wow. Ahead lies the audience chamber. If you would seek the Majesty's counsel, pray proceed. Born in the slums of the coastlands, this guard was recognized for his skills and now protects the throne room. Despite holding the same position, he's ridiculed by the other guards simply for his origins, causing tension between the two. It's pretty mean. Especially since the other one didn't even earn it. Why is the throne room empty? Guess the king is out at the moment? Well, I guess... Oh, there's another hidden item that I didn't get yet. Yes. I think I know now who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. His name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. This is Atlasdam, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many a scholar, studies night and day to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family, and to all the realm. God, why am I so bad at reading now? I mean, I often say that, but right now I feel especially bad. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft. Certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit, Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man. In his shadowy subterranean study, he will need wise allies in the path he has chosen. That's probably the dungeon I saw there. Well, I don't really need Ulbrich.
And so it was that Atlasdam was
Atlasdam
founded
is how you
some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago. Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
Now. No need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg.
That is correct.
Hey, Crafting Lugia, what's up?
Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands. Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time?
Oops.
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Well,
Correct.
welcome to the stream.
Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged
Thanks for the
a long
follow.
and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland.
Thanks, I am quite proud of those. Especially since I still struggle a lot to practice my drawings and stuff.
Tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time.
But it feels really nice to kind of have your own, like,
Don't forget to read chapters
drawn persona you can kind of put out there as, like, your identity, I guess.
And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Well, there's a lot of artists out there who always are looking for people to commission them. If you're willing to pay.
Yes, Professor.
That's what a lot of streamers do.
Thank you, you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Then it might be more difficult. Then it might be up to you to just, well, practice. And make it yourself.
Hello?
Ah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the special archives.
Splendid.
It's all a matter of practice, really. Practice and perspective. Like, a lot of people say, I'm so bad I can't do it. Nah, it's really just you have to put in the time, you have to put in the work. Alrighty, dude. Have fun. Splendid. Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. So what can he do? Status. Oh, well, whatever you do, have fun. Path actions. Scrutinize. Interrogate a subject to glean the knowledge you seek. Okay. It sounds like Inquire, just... Yeah. It sounds like Inquire. Talent. Study foe. Gain insight into one of your enemy's weaknesses at the start of battle. Okay. It's not too bad. But also not great. Like, neither one. Yeah, that's often the guy I am, too. I strongly prefer, like, smaller streams and stuff. Simply because it's more possible to hold a conversation there. I don't like the big streams. Professor. Man, she wants me. Look at her.
Professor Albright.
I mean, I know the feeling. It's a struggle. It's a real pain. I've had times where I had more people coming in, like, on a regular basis, where I had like 10, 15 viewers almost every stream, and then I had times where I had like 0, maybe 1 viewer on average. It's tough. Oh, thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you. What can I do for you, Your Highness? If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
But of course, Your Highness. It would be my pleasure to answer anything. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one? Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship? A very astute question, Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell. Oh, and nobody ever told anybody about it? Like, that was 8 years ago. How does nobody know just because the books in that town were burned? That makes no sense. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had my fair share of technical difficulties, and some of which I could fix with just months of dedication and trying other things, some of which I couldn't. I actually also bought, like, both for drawing and for streaming, and it doesn't work for streaming, and now I barely use it for drawing because, yay, depression. I bought a really, really expensive, like, Wacom tablet PC, and I'm paying that off for, I think, 4 years. And I wanted to use that one as my streaming system while I play on my main PC. And yeah. It doesn't work. So I'm paying off a thing for many years now. And I will be paying it off for a few more years. Like, I think a total of 4 years. And it doesn't work for one of the things I bought it for. And I don't use it for the other. Yay! I see. A shame that. I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that... Aw, poor girl. She wants him, I think, and she, like, feels like she can't compete because the other one is, well, a princess. That's all. I mean, look at her, like, the white, purple-ish haired girl. Panda is fine. I mean, she's standing there and she was, like, waiting for me and then would hide even more when the princess showed up. And look at her reaction to them just, like, chattering there. Poor thing. Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor. No need for apologies. And it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind. Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future? Why was that one hard to read? A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness. The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student. Oh dear, I'm running late. Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness. Of course, Professor. Oh, hello there, Therese.
Yes? Do you have a question for me?
I don't even need to read that. I mean, no. Good day, Professor. What a cliché. She probably dropped her spaghetti on the way, too.
It's me.
Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of The Church of the Flame, A Complete History, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it. You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
Is something amiss?
Actually,
For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy, when you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. When you put it that way, yes. Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy, I am titillated. Titillated? I guess. By the prospect of acquiring new knowledge. The point of this game, well, it's a JRPG very much inspired by the classic ones. So, Dragon Quest, classic Final Fantasy, those kinds of games. And it's made by like a smaller team within Square-Enix, who has also done, not Octopath, that's this game, who's also done Bravely Default on the 3DS, which was also a game very much classic to the classic style, and it shows that they have a lot of just passion for the classic style of JRPG. Which I think is cool because Square Enix themselves, with their main titles, have been very experimental, for better or for worse. So it's really nice to have this. And what makes this one special in certain ways, first of all, there's a lot of design that went into the battle system. Of course, the visual style is very special. But yeah, the battle system in this is great. It's very strategic. It's turn-based, but it just has many, many layers. And another big gimmick, why it's called Octopath Traveler, is that there are 8 main characters. And at the beginning, you have the choice who to start with. And this is my 6th character, I think I found. And then you can choose a party of 4 out of a pool of 8 characters, and you can find these in whatever order you want, and they all have their own story. I don't know how much they have to do with each other. Apparently they don't really cross too much, which I think that's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, that's basically what the big gimmick of this is, that you have 8 characters all with their own story. And right now I'm in the first chapter of my 6th character, which is why only he is there, because I'm basically seeing the beginning of his story, as if I had picked him at the beginning. And yeah. Well, it's a full price game on the Switch. So like 60 bucks. And it's Switch only. Yeah. And apparently it will remain Switch only because it was partially funded by Nintendo. That's what I heard. And it's been selling like hotcakes. Like they have underestimated the demand for this game because it's been sold out since launch. They had a new shipment of it, and that was sold out immediately. And I bought this digitally. I had to buy it digitally because otherwise it would have been quite more expensive. I think it went up to like 80 or 90 bucks when I wanted to buy it, and that was 2 days after launch. Right, the expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
I most certainly will. How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either. These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. But I just got here. I didn't even start reading. Of all the times. Oh well. Might I ask of you a favor? What might that be? The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me? Missing? Huh. I'll begin looking at once, Professor.
Many thanks.
Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
Do enter. My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call myself an anime fan because for that I haven't seen enough of them. I don't watch anime that often, but I do like it.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone.
But that goes against everything.
Enough, Cyrus!
Even my best argument is sure to fall on...
I mean, I've seen more than I could list here, but yeah, I've still...
The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed. My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go. Wait. There was one last thing.
Sir?
I heard the Special Archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
What's the matter?
Yes, what is it, Therese? It's about Professor Albright, sir. Ah, Professor Albright.
A moment of
Did
your
you have
time.
any luck finding the tome? I'm
My
afraid not.
apologies.
Say it is
Well,
not
this
so.
is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen. Professor,
Actually-
taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. And as you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head. An
Aho!
impregnable vault, a disappearing tome. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for a city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed.
You could say that, indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution. Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius. I know, right? Oh, I hate it. I'll not deny it. Worry not. The tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash. Right,
Take care.
thanks. Best of luck on your search.
Time
And
to
the
do
game
some
is afoot.
research.
I mean, that's up to you. It's not the most active of Discords, to be honest, but yeah, people can join, and once there's a little bit more activity, there might be some events going on there too, like community play events, watching stuff together, things like that. But the way for a Discord to become active is that people would join and make it active. Now, where to begin my search? I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys to the library are stored. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then, mayhap, I should pay the headmaster a visit as well. Yeah, but also nobody can talk if nobody's in there. But yeah, I know what you mean. Russell just isn't cut out for that sort of work. Whatever was he... Move along now. Let's see now. Testimony. Of course I've got a key to the archives. And no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome anyway? Okay, most intriguing. Oh, Cyrus. I'll trust you not to interrupt my research. Testimony. The key to the archives. Oh, I haven't got that. But I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambled in depths myself, so I understand the temptation. only has Headmaster Ivan, I think it's pronounced. Ivan and the guard stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall into the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. I mean, he is somewhat suspicious, but that might also be just what the game wants you to think, because he's been acting like an asshole to me about the tomes.
Splendid.
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses keys to the archives? The headmaster and the guard.
But of course.
There are only 2 keys to the archives. One belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. And one to the librarian. She let me in there. Whose keys was used to unlock the archives? I mean, probably the guards because he was sleeping. That's probably what they want. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. I mean, that's what he says. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty. It would be all too easy to a task to lift the key of this person. Of his person, whatever. So is it possible that the guard is our man? No. He would have no motive. Or somebody could still have taken it. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. It might be the Russell person. And most likely, one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means
put it all together and our villain is... Good choices, I get.
Yes.
Indubitably, whatever. That shifty scholar, Russell. I don't think we have enough evidence to make that the conclusion, to be honest. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof. No, not really. I mean, the headmaster could have done it. For one reason or another. Maybe there's a bit of knowledge in there that he doesn't want leaked out, and since this character that I'm playing has put some of the information in the tomes in one of his papers, maybe he doesn't trust it safe over there because he wants to safekeep it. Or maybe because that kind of stuff happens, maybe he just wants a little bit of knowledge just to himself because of his personality. Or he wants to make some extra money by just selling that tome directly to somebody. There's a number of reasons. Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. With torture! Word has it, he's been doing his research underground these days. No, I guess the game goes the easy route. It's gonna have been him, and that's gonna be the truth to the story. I think it's time I did some field work of my own. And so I have taken it upon myself to investigate this suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is of utmost importance to remember that. Ah, but there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. So yeah, so this is basically how I got here. I went with my current party to this place, found this guy, asked him, and now we went back to his backstory that would have happened to if I had chosen him as my first character, and now he joined up with the party and we're in the present again. And the only character I can switch out of the party, which I didn't know at the beginning, but I think I would have still chosen her anyway. But I didn't know that. Is my protagonist. So the first one you choose becomes your protagonist and you cannot switch that person out. And yeah, that's Tressa, the merchant. And yeah, what makes the battle system special, I told about this to somebody else, explained it to somebody else earlier. But basically, you have weaknesses that are the question marks underneath the enemies, and they have shield points next to it. So where it says the 2, those are the shield points, and every time you strike a weakness, the shield points go down by 1, and when it reaches 0, you trigger a break, which makes them take more damage while they are in that state, and they're also stunned for a turn-ish. And that is part of what that is about. And then there's also boost points underneath the party names, and basically boosting lets you attack multiple times in one turn, or stronger attacks in that turn, and you gain 1 boost point up to 5 every time you don't use your boost points. And yeah, and then at the top it also shows you the order of turns, so you can kind of strategize and see who you want to take out first or who you want to break first. Anyway, let's see what he has. It's Fireball and Ice Wind. So he's a mage, I guess. To all foes. Okay. That's worth. And they're not weak to it. But yeah, and whenever you strike a weakness, it also just, from now on and forever, it's going to show you that weakness, so you don't have to remember the weakness of every single enemy. But it's all about just experimenting with different weapons and different techniques and stuff, until you just happen to hit their weakness and find out about it.
I am ready.
I guess, yeah. Well, they're called Sentinels, but yeah, you're not wrong.
Bring it on.
Okay, that one has been broken. And he's stunned for a turn and takes more damage. I could just use... No, actually, I'm not. I'm not going to. But let's use Ice.
Oh, ice.
Not weak to Ice either. Fucking rip. Okay, he's dead. Okay, so now I'm boosting and using multiple attacks in the same turn while he's still in the break state and takes full damage from it. Apothecary skills. Vivify.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, basically. There's some guesswork involved, but it doesn't always make perfect logical sense because there's different versions of the same enemy. So sometimes it says like Rat Warrior 1, and then there's a Rat Warrior 2 and Rat Warrior 3, and they all look the same. They're all, well, rats with weapons. And they're not always weak to the same stuff, or at least not to all the same stuff. And, yeah, that definitely is a little bit weird sometimes.
Here we go.
Here I go. It's my turn now. You got more than you bargained for.
Can he learn new skills already? I wasn't paying attention. No, he needs 2 more. Okay. I might have better equipment for him though. Let's see. Optimize. Barely. Prevent silence is definitely good for him, since he's a mage.
May I have this dance?
But
I am ready.
I guess like that's one of the unique abilities that Cyrus has, so the mage, the scholar, whatever, is reveal 1 weakness at the beginning of the turn. And I guess for each monster, not just 1 weakness in the fight. Which is quite surprising.
Here I go.
All right.
And also the names. Actually, no, that's not. The names get a color, and when they're green, it means they took a certain amount of damage. And then it goes like from green, like they start out white, which is when they're basically full HP, and then it goes green, and then it goes further into like the deeper and darker reds, which basically indicates how much health they still have. Oh, he does like no damage with that. It's not worth.
Let's do this.
Exactly.
Here goes nothing. Thought you had me?
It's my turn now.
What is the logical course of action?
I am ready. The show is over.
Deal lightning damage to all foes. Not bad. Reveal the HP and one weakness of a single foe. Okay, okay. Fire damage to all foes twice. Ice damage to all foes twice. Lightning damage to all foes twice. I'm just gonna start with lightning. And then next probably do analyze because I like that. I like having some extra knowledge. Wait. Can we go look here? Yes.
Ready or not, here I come.
All right.
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Now, what next?
Oh, that's not worth. That's stupid.
I'm ready.
Here I go.
Here goes nothing.
What is the logical course of
What to do? You got more than you bargained for.
Wind attire. Much better. And apparently later on there's like so much more to it too, like there's subclasses and everything. I'm still pretty much at the very beginning of the game. Since I'm just like trying to get all 8 of my characters in there so then I can make an informed decision as to who I want to take with me. Yeah. I'm picking up my 6th character, but that's picking them up is just playing their first chapter. So yeah, that's not much done. None of these are good in this case. Ah, whatever though. Still deals damage even if they're not weak. I'm like at this point, I'm like 11 hours in or something. Of... I don't know, 80 plus?
I am ready.
Bring it on.
What to do?
I am ready. The show is over.
This feels like this is where I need to go though, so I'm gonna go back and explore more.
Oh, flames! Rain! Rock!
Oh, there's gonna be a boss soon. Probably.
What is the logical course of action?
Here goes nothing.
I am ready. The show is over.
This looks like there's a path that goes in there, but I guess not.
May I have this dance?
That's probably not what's going to happen. We're probably gonna fight that other, like that colleague of his. So another scholar. I'm gonna keep my summons.
Here we go.
Can't help you there.
What to do? The winds of fortune are howling.
Unless his true form is a skeleton, which I doubt that's gonna be a thing. But you never know.
Let's do this.
I am ready. The show is over.
There's probably gonna be one eventually somewhere. I would be very surprised if not, with how cliche things are. Is that just an alternate path?
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
I am ready.
Here we go.
An interesting dilemma.
My turn now.
An interesting dilemma.
All right.
I am ready.
Let's do this.
I am ready.
My turn now.
They have so much health.
Right.
Now, what next?
I am ready.
Bring it on.
I don't really see much of a reason to run.
My turn now.
And there's no guarantee that running will even work.
I am ready.
And yeah, I do want that XP.
Here I go.
Especially for the new guy since he's so weak.
You got more than you bargained for.
Speaking of which... I mean, at this point... No, Analyze is still good for bosses, probably. So let's get that. Okay, so... It shows, like, at the bottom there, support skills. And when you learn them. So after learning a certain amount, you get a support skill. You have to equip it. I don't know why, but you do. And that's always like some kind of passive ability. Evasive maneuver. Reduces the rate of random encounters. This is the first one where I get why you have to equip it yourself. Because this is definitely a choice. But yeah, let's do it. Let's reduce the rate of random encounters. I mean, it also means less grinding, so less levels. But it's worth. Okay, so this was just an alternate path. No, it was not. The other thing didn't go anywhere. Whoops. You have nothing that I want. I could sell some stuff to you. Here, have a small cup. I'm not sure every merchant gives you the same amount. If not, then that's interesting. $11 22. Okay, boss time, I guess. Well, in most games like this, if you sell an item to a merchant, no matter where, you get the same amount. It's usually how that goes. And also with buying, that's also usually in other games. Like, if you find the same item, it's usually going to be the same amount of money. Are you always in the habit of barging into your peer's office while they're working? My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door. True.
A moment.
Apropos of nothing, mayhap you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives. I haven't the faintest clue of what you're talking about. Come now, Russell. Plain dumb is just going to drag this out for both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I can prove it. How? How can you prove it? Or what? The house you can. I agree. Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber. But that's impossible. He was asleep, I'm positively... It's a trick. He tricked him to confess. Ah. Keeping up on your friend's somnolence? Somnolence. Are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue. I tell you, I know nothing about this goddamn book. Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy? To prove your innocence, of course. Damn it! Damn it all to hell! It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have it all. Could have had it all. Damn it.
I don't think this one will listen to reason.
He's huge!
I am ready.
Let's summon. Man, summoning is so OP.
Here we go.
I only have medicinal. So let's just attack. See if he's weak to that. He's not.
Now, what next?
My turn now.
Actually, let's not. Let's just do this.
I am ready.
Now, what next? All light, smite them down.
Here goes nothing.
What are you watching?
Let's do this.
Ah. Yeah, I think I've seen one episode of that once. Didn't quite seem like my jam, to be honest. Like the humor did
I am ready.
not hit with me at all. It's dense. Oof. So this dance is like random what it does. That's not good. I silenced myself. So it can also have negative effects.
Oh no.
Actually, I kind of want to keep them.
Shucks.
Shucks. Nice. Break. Second season.
Now, what next?
Yeah, I think I've seen the first. And only the first. Like the first episode of the first season.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Shucks.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is the logical course of action?
Nice, he's vulnerable to that.
No.
No good.
Actually, let's summon again.
Shucks. Let's get down.
I am ready.
Yeah, that would have taken me quite a bit longer. Probably. Well, that was the boss. Is there voice acting? No. Sometimes it like kicks in like later. I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money. The tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences? In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. I'm not sure if in that situation you would care that much. If you're like in crippling gambling debt. He probably has a problem. I don't know if he would care that much about students not learning stuff from one book. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetrate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar. Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book. That I did. And yet, I fear this may not be the only volume our friend had purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. How long am I gonna stream? I'm not sure, but I'm probably done with this game in just a little bit to move on to Breath of the Wild. Because I've played this now for close to 4 hours. Or maybe a little bit of Tetris in between. Puyo Puyo Tetris. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well? From the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back. I see. So this volume was lost or stolen long before that. Right as always, Professor. Pray tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics. If I'm not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss. Oh ho, yet another mystery, it would seem. Professor Albright, the headmaster would speak with you at once. Again, what could it be this time? Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role apprehending the library thief. Probably not. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists...
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
Good. Enter. Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Oh.
Oh.
Did that other girl who seems like she has a thing for him, did she, like, tell some lies because she's jealous?
And you believe this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order.
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but
I fear the situation is not so simple. A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
It is not an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright has put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing fieldwork in a distant land.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
Do we have a problem, Professor?
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late. I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey in search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago.
Same. I'm just listening too.
Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
An enigma as ever, that one.
Professor!
Oh, Therese. What is it?
I heard that you were leaving the Academy.
Then you heard true.
How has she heard?
Professor, I'm so sorry.
It was totally her.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
You knew?
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question.
She is the princess. And he's her tutor. Why would you do such a thing?
I just wanted you to pay more attention
Senpai?
to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble. I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Nope.
Worry not,
Oh, come
my
on.
dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
But still, you're like her teacher too. Maybe teach her not to do the shit?
some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls. I dare say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait
Sure,
to
that's a
investigate.
lucky circumstance, but still she fucked up. Bruh.
So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter. Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
My studies?
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
Totally.
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought
Yep.
you were.
Yes?
Never mind.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.
Well then. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here because it's been almost 4 hours, and yeah, I think that's enough for one sitting of this. And it's a good cutoff point. So